We don't rise to the standards we have when others are watching. We fall to the standards we have when no one is watching. The only work that really matters is the work that no one sees. It shows you who you really are rather than who you say you are.
A real man in the dark, when nobody's watching, he putting in work. Cause he loves the process. Ain't nobody gonna hand you nothing. Ain't nobody gonna hand you no championship. Ain't nobody gonna hand you no title.
No one's watching you, and nobody cares. Just grind. That's your damn problem. You keep worrying about if people watching you, but at the end of the day, nobody cares. Stop feeding for other people's validation and start validating yourself. Because at the end of the day, that's all that really matters.
You stay up till 2 a.m. in the morning. The alarm goes off. It's 5 a.m. time to get up for the gym. How many people are like, man, I'm just going to sleep in? Most of the world. I'll just restart tomorrow. No, dude. When that alarm goes off at 5 a.m., you get up. You know why? Number one, because there's a lot of people that are hoping that you'll go back to sleep. Now, you think about that ex-girlfriend. You think about that crap. You think about all the people that didn't believe in you. And you got an opportunity right now to yourself when no one is watching to actually be a real winner and get up and do the hard things.
When there was no camera there. See, those are the plays you just caught on camera. Those weren't my top plays because I practiced like I played, so when I played, it would be practice. See, my top plays happened at practice when no one was looking. The light ain't on you, but keep making plays. Nobody's talking about you, but keep making plays.
That's right.
I know your sales numbers aren't where your friend is, but keep making plays. I know nobody's talking about you, and you're not on the leaderboard right now, but baby, keep making plays.
It's not the title that makes you. It's not the success that makes you. The character defines the success, defines the fame, and it starts right there. Championships aren't won in the theater of the arena. They're won in the thousands of hours in the training room, in the labs, in the 5 a.m. runs, when it's raining, when everyone else is sleeping. That's when it's won.
Path to being the best version of yourself should be lonely, and the loneliness you feel is nothing to be sad about. It is a benchmark and an indicator that you're probably on the right path. Everything in life has a true opportunity cost to it. Cutting people off, cutting things off, cutting habits off is uncomfortable, but every time I've done it, something incredible has filled that gap.
People are looking for that pat on the back. Where is it? I don't need it, because what I've done is in the fucking unseen work. I built Frankenstein. So whenever shit gets nasty, David Goggins goes, you had nobody anyway, motherfucker. Look around you. There was no fucking team. It was you. There was no weight loss program or mom and dad waking you up saying you can do it, you can be better, trying to build belief. You built belief when you had nothing. Rock bottom.
All that work that you put in, don't nobody care about the work that you put in and how many times that you fell short. They only care about it when you make it. So for me, I just always did it for myself. I felt like it brought me confidence. The amount of work that I put in brought me confidence. I'm not scared of nothing. I'm ready for everything that, God throws at me. I just feel like I got big shoulders and I worked hard for it. So what I learned about myself is I'm resilient. You know what I'm saying? Having a passion for it is different. When you fall short a million times, how many times can you get back up? And I got back up every time. You know what I'm saying? I brushed myself off. I made sure I was okay. And you know what I'm saying? I never gave up. I never gave up on myself either. You know what I'm saying? Even when those gave up around me.
At some point, you got to decide for yourself who you're going to be. Can't let nobody make that decision for you.
Nobody's going to believe in you until you've already done it. Nobody's going to come and celebrate with you until you've already done it. All right? The work is going to come before the belief, which means you're going to have to work for a long time by yourself with no applause, with no awards, with nobody telling you good job. And then once you start to build something and people start to see the momentum and they start to see the result and you start doing some things, then you're going to get a little belief. All right. And then what's going to happen is you're going to believe. You're going to believe a little bit.
You got to do it alone. You got to do it broke. You got to do it scared. You got to do it when you don't know what's going to happen. You got to do it when you don't feel like it. You got to do it even when you're nervous. You got to do it even when you don't have the answers, because you'll figure it out as you go. That's the secret to manhood. That's the secret to life. No matter who you are, you'll figure it out as you go through this life.
And it's going to take all of you. It's going to take every ounce of your being, everything you got. And if you give it any less than everything you totally got, and you're not totally spent, you're not doing enough. When you get to the point you got 5 more reps, you get 5 more reps, but then you got 5 more.
Hey, bro, can you just promise me one thing, bro? Promise me that for the next 6 months, you'll give it your all. No averageness, no laziness, no excuses, just pure effort. Because truth be told, that's all that you're missing. It's just effort. If you just hone in, block out the noise, get off the ground, get off your phone, tell your weaknesses no, and tell your strengths yes, I promise you by the end of the year, you'll be in a totally different situation.
The next year is going to go by whether you're doing something about your life or not. I mean, just sitting around dreaming someday, someday I'm going to get a different job. Someday I'm going to change this. Well, someday ain't a day of the week. There's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Look on your calendar. Someday's not on there. So you got to say, okay, I'm going to take this small step by here, this small step by there, this small step by there, and then pretty soon, we don't leap tall buildings in a single bound. We take it a floor at a time.
You don't become confident by shouting affirmations in the mirror, but by having a stack of undeniable proof that you are who you say you are. Outwork your self-doubt.
There's times where you're going to have to do it alone. There's not going to be any team support. There's not going to be any family support. There's not going to be any friend support. There's going to be times where you've got to go and do it yourself, and you got to do it alone. And those are the times that make a difference. Those are the times that count. Those are the times where you have to dig deep yourself to get the job done. And if you can make that happen, you will win.
How I build belief is through the daunting tasks I put myself through. So that's proof positive that I can. Whenever you think you can't, the confidence comes from the thing that you built. You must build belief. You must build confidence. It can't be like, hey, I'm gonna go knock that shit out. You gotta look over here and say, I can knock that shit out. It's belief, and it's built on what you put in to yourself.
When things go wrong, they always seem to happen at once, and they just compound on top of each other. And it's pretty easy sometimes to feel beaten when you're faced with all those issues and all those problems, and they all hit you at the same time. That doesn't mean give up. In fact, it means the opposite. It means it's time for you to fight harder, to dig in. It means it's time for you to go on the war path.
Ow! Crap! I hate this! Running is terrible. Everything is the worst.
It gets easier.
Huh?
Every day it gets a little easier.
Yeah?
But you gotta do it every day. That's the hard part. But it does get easier.
Only one thing is true. I will be champion one day. I promise.
Tired is only in the mind. You tell yourself you're tired, you're gonna be tired. I don't get tired.
Never say never, because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion.
Everything that you're worried about is going to be gone like that. The people that are criticizing you, they're going to be gone, you're going to be gone. All this hand-wringing worry and concern over how are people viewing me, someone said something bad about me and you get so upset about it, is wasted time and energy. Marcus Aurelius says your only focus should be on getting better at what you're doing. Focus on what you're doing, get better at what you're doing. Everything else is a complete waste of time.
Do you actually want to do this or not? Because if you actually want to do it, what's going to stop you? Nothing. And if you don't really want to do it, what's going to stop you? Just about anything that comes up. Just about any obstacle that gets in your way becomes an excuse. It becomes a reason. It becomes a rationale for not proceeding down that path.
Basically, two kinds of people in life. They're winners and they're losers. And the definition is this: Losers take things that happen to them and that they feel inside that suck, and they wallow. They use it for self or outward destruction. Winners take whatever they feel, it sucks, and they transmute it into things that are good for themselves and for the world.
Be willing to change, to try something new. Keep your mind open and fluid and flexible. Be willing to accept feedback from your environment and correct your course. This is a key quality of peak performers. They're not rigid, they're flexible. Remember, it's not what you have, but what you do with what you have that separates winners from losers.
I'm going to fight. I'm going to work. I'm going to do everything in my power to become a victor and not a victim. Every single day, winners win and losers lose.
If you let people's perception of you dictate your behavior, you will never grow as a person. But if you leave yourself open to experience, despite what others think, then you will learn and grow.
People only root for people who don't need it. Like the amount of times when I was on my lonely path where I was too different from the friends that I had, but not successful enough to be friends with the people that I wanted to be friends with. That's when you want people to root for you. That's when you want people to support you. Once you've already won, that's the time when you need it the least. You always have to be the person who roots for you before everyone else does. And it's usually a single clap in the auditorium for a very long period of time.
So the more I realized this is my journey, and the more I realized, where's all my friends? They ain't fucking nowhere around. It was you. So you better figure out who the fuck you are on this journey. And those few people many people don't like you, so be it. But you first have to figure out you, because a lot of people die with a lot of untapped potential because they're trying to be somebody that they're not. So I was able to figure out my own potential by figuring out me.
Because you're not like everybody else. You know, when you're built different than everybody else and you have this desire for more and this desire for achievement and this desire to win, everybody else looks at you like you're fucked up. And they'll tell you that too. You know, what the is wrong with you? Like, why can't you just relax? Why can't you just do this? Because I'm just not built that way, man.
A bunch of pain that forces you to come out of your comfort zone. Because if it's done no other way, you will never reach greatness. It's impossible. The mentality of greatness, there are no breaks. Monday on top of Tuesday, Tuesday on top of Wednesday, Wednesday on top of Thursday, Thursday on top of Friday, Friday on top of Saturday, Saturday, Sunday. And start over, and start over, and start over.
I was you when I was around you. I was John around John. There was no David Goggins. And along this journey, when I started losing weight, and I had so many bad days in my life, so many bad days from growing up, even now, there wasn't nobody fucking there but David Goggins. God was there, but God said, hey, motherfucker, I'm testing you today. And I'm gonna test you tomorrow. And I'm gonna test you again.
People struggle to do things alone. And the path of the exceptional person is one of an exception, which means that you are not with other people. And rather than fighting that or bemoaning it, see it as an indicator that you're on the right path. Because if everyone else were cheering you on, then it means you're not in the right place, because it means you're just like everyone else, and that's not where you want to be.
There's these times where you just think about things. Just be alone and think about things are so rare these days. During those rare times is when you really get to understand what you actually believe or don't believe.
The best way to fight the demons that chase you in the night is to stop and turn around. Turn around. Face them. Man up.
I'd say one of the strongest mental frames that has gotten me through my hardest times is thinking this will be the story that I will one day tell. And that means the harder it is, the bigger the dragon, the more epic the story, and by consequence, the more epic the hero. If you think about the difference between winners and losers, winners define themselves by what they made happen, and losers define themselves by what happened to them.
The commitments we keep to ourselves and what we do when no one's watching is the most persuasive evidence that governs everything we then do every day thereafter. And this is, for me, was a huge revelation in my life because, you know, you can look at certain people in your lives that are struggling in certain situations, and oftentimes it's a result of continually unkept commitments to themselves.
Stop talking, search your soul, search your mind, search your abilities, and you'll find it. But if you're not looking for it, you won't find it. So you gotta go start your journey. And the journey starts with you finding, why the hell am I here on this planet Earth? Why am I here? And if you don't know that, you will live the rest of your life searching, always asking the question, why?
Like right now, this moment that you're going through is Trinity opening the door and being like, you could go back, but then you'd have to remember exactly what the reason was that you decided not to go out to begin with. Like, because you are starting to live in some of that hell where you look in the mirror and you're like, I can do more. And you start to see the person that you could be. And you're like, this does start to feel like hell.
Most people struggle their whole life to find out who they are. Struggle their whole life to find out what defines them, what they actually enjoy and what they don't.
You start putting yourself in situations that suck, you'll find yourself.
Yeah.
You'll find it real quick.
If you know that there is something that you're meant to do, if you know that there's something that you're meant to change, you will have to let certain groups, friends, routines, places, activities, recreations that you do, you're going to have to let those go. And there is this, you know, the Rocky cutscene lasts for 90 seconds in the movie, but it can last for 5 years in your life. And you have no idea whether or not it's even going to work. And that's the bit that always got to me. The bit that always got to me was I didn't even know if there was going to be any glory on the other side. It's like ordering an Uber and never knowing if it's going to arrive or not.
My biggest advice to give everybody in the world, you have to believe in one thing, and that is yourself. And I'm not saying don't believe in God or what you believe in, but right now, for you to find greatness in yourself, you're not gonna find it by looking in a book or by even hearing me. I may give you the spark, but you've got to go inside yourself to find it.
If you want to be really great at something, you kind of have to be out of your fucking mind, but you also have to have an iron will.
Yeah.
You don't want to work out every day. There's going to be days you just want to eat cake and sleep. But if you want to get past the guy who eats cake and sleeps, you don't eat cake and you don't sleep. That's will, dude. That's will.
That's what it takes. To do anything successfully in life, you've got to want it as bad as you want to breathe. And if you want it that bad, if you're willing to give it that much, you get a big piece of what you want. And life and dreams do come true. Anything you want can happen and become a reality. I believe that sincerely, and I say that not from something I read, that's from something I lived.
And I want to see you develop into the 2.0 version of yourself. And that only happens when you are ready to let go of living like an average human and start living like a savage who deserves success, abundance, happiness, security, prosperity, legacy, meaning, fulfillment, significance, purpose.
If everybody who's like at the bottom and feels like they have nothing going for them, reframe that as I have nothing going for me, which also means that I have nothing to lose by taking action. And I think that was the flip that I've had repeatedly shown to me in my life that allowed me to take the step that I was afraid to take.
If you lack talent, you can't sit back and say, I'll start in half an hour. I can't do that. I gotta start now. And after I get back from starting, I gotta start again. And when I get done with that run or that study session, if it wasn't good enough, I gotta go back again. Because repetition is what taught me everything. So you can honestly outwork anything.
No one thought in my family that, or even through my friends or through my mum and dad's friends, whoever was around us, no one thought that we'd ever be anything. No one thought that like our art could sell and we could make money that way and we could build careers that way. Everyone always expected us, especially my granddad, just expected us to go into the family business.
Every day that you don't do work, you're going backwards. And it definitely will hurt you, and it'll show up. You can't get away with what you got away with when you were 23. It doesn't work. You have to stay ahead of it.
So you want to be normal. So you just want to be like everybody else that roams the world, not knowing the power that's in them. Being fine with being mediocre. You want to go back to who you were, huh, David? I'm like, fuck that, man. Not every day, it's those bad days. It's those bad days. Gotta see a whole bunch of people walking around out here who have no idea how talented they truly are. Now I'm talking about talent, like some God-given ability. Talent that sometimes you have to hone, you have to work on, and you have to harness yourself.
99% of people in the world are convinced that they're incapable of achieving great things, so they aim for the mediocre. The level of competition is thus fiercest for realistic goals, paradoxically making them the most time and energy consuming. If you are insecure, guess what? The rest of the world is too. Do not overestimate the competition and underestimate yourself. You are better than you think.
There's always a thread of where you are to where you desire to be at. No matter in what situation, there's never not a way, or else you wouldn't feel it, or else you wouldn't have a desire for it, but it wouldn't even be in your consciousness. The things that I've had the desire to, I always knew that there was a way. So always know that no matter what opportunity you're in, against the impossible odds, or against odds, whatever it is, you always have your way to get to where you are. There's always a thread leading you, and there are maybe multiple threads. So never be down and out and think that it's impossible. It's really not.
Do not give up. Do not feel like you're tired. When you tired, think of last year and think of that fucking record. Every time I get tired or I think I can't go no more, I think of that fucking record. That ain't us. We can make it.
The emotionally immature man seeks out motivation to do something hard one time. The emotionally mature man uses discipline to do something hard 1,000 times.
The Marines have a saying, everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. And that's just real. At the center of bringing any dream into fruition is self-discipline. Something as simple as food and eating is not about your body as much as it is about your mind. It's getting command of your mind to be able to choose actions that are in your own best interest.
We gotta believe, we gotta be mentally strong. When we tired, that's when we gotta put our fundamentals together. That's when we gotta be more focused. When we tired, look across the field and see how tired they are. I'm gonna get fundamentally strong.
So make the decision, make the commitment, discipline, the root quality that will improve every aspect of your life. And it'll make you better and stronger and smarter and faster and healthier. And most importantly, it'll make you free.
Everybody's great when they're not tired. The champions is when they tired, that's when the real champions come out. That's when that real dog come out. Cause if you go piss like a puppy, stay on the porch and let the big dogs eat. Let them on the fucking field. Have some heart.
People think self-discipline, people that get up, that work out, that do their stuff, that make their calls, that have these relationships, that are sending out a bunch of emails, that are making a bunch of contacts, they're tired. That's not the case, because after a while, this is automatic. Their brain's not having to think about it. It's just what they do. It's their routine. Your brain, on the other hand, if you're not disciplined, isn't nearly as organized. So it's having to work to think through, to get back up, to start over, to restart, to get going again. It's constantly having to work, and what you're doing is you're depleting yourself of the energies that could have gone towards creativity, focus, awareness, and intentional activities.
You know what you have to do, but because you know, and dude, people will, I did this, and you probably did this too. I tried keto. I tried this. I tried that. I tried cycling my carbs. I tried this. I tried doing this thing. I tried all this over here. I tried everything looking for the solution, not realizing that the solution was the way that my mental was framed. Like, bro, this is not a physical thing. This is a mental thing.
He says, imagine you're on your deathbed, and standing around your deathbed are the ghosts representing your unfulfilled potential. The ghost of the ideas you never acted on. The ghost of the talents you didn't use. And they're standing around your bed, angry, disappointed, and upset. They say, we came to you because you could have brought us to life, they say. And now we have to go to the grave together. So I ask you today, how many ghosts are going to be around your bed when your time comes?
I fought for it because no one gave it to me, because it was just me alone in the gym, me alone in the mirror, me alone in my head. No one did it for me. I worked for it, and I'm never going to let someone else take that from me.
And if you're unhappy with your life, if you haven't figured your life out, if you're thinking there's more to your life than it is, it's because the only reason you have that question is because you're not living in your gift. Once you discover your gift, there lies your greatest chance for success. That's what God gave you, equipped you with. You just got to quit looking at gifts as running, jumping, singing, and dancing.
I was looking for passion. I was looking for purpose. I was like, I just want to find something that I'm motivated by. But it's the cat and the cheese. It's like we're looking for cheese, but we have all these cat behind us, and all we have to do is look and remember that they're behind us and chasing us.
Well, if you don't work out, you don't get a muscle, right? So I always tell people there's a daily practice, like priming. If you don't do that, if you get up and you just have no discipline whatsoever, you get no value of anything. And diets don't work when you don't do them. Exercise doesn't work when you don't do them. But most of the people have some experiences that they want to shift. And once you shift those things, your whole life changes. But life is constant growth. My life isn't here because I went to one seminar one time and now my life is fit for life. I work out, I train my mind, I train my body, and it becomes a lifestyle.
You are going to have to grind it out. You are going to have to push through it, and you're going to have to force yourself into this place of momentum. But if we can fix this, it will fix fucking everything in your life. And if I could just like grab everybody listening to this and like grab them by the ears and like, that's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, fuck, this is so simple to fix, bro. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it takes effort, but it will change your existence in every single area, man.
When the thing is done, when the discipline has been implemented, remember what that feels like, and then remember that those minutes and those hours, they turn into weeks and months and years, and holding the line in those critical minutes will put you in an infinitely better place, physically and mentally, if you maintain the discipline. So work through the weakness, fight through the temptation, hold the line.
The biggest advice I could give you right now, what's the secret to success? 85 to 90% of life is just showing up. Show up. If you show up, there's a chance something could happen.
There's patience, the thing that goes beyond hustle and hard work. The discipline of patience, the thing that goes beyond hustle and hard work, right? Because we all talk about hustle, we talk about working hard, we talk about grinding, this, that, and the third, but nobody talks to you about patience. Nobody speaks about that patience. Because in the patience, that's where you're gonna make it or you're gonna break.
And you will not succeed in business or any endeavor in life until that fight you just went through is applied to the same endeavor. It's too fucking hard of a world out there. If you're trying to lose weight for the girls on the beach, like you just said, it's never gonna be successful. Think of that, guys. When you guys are saying you're doing everything right and you're giving it your all, come on. Come on. Your all's a lot more than you know. You got more inside of you to give. Stop selling yourself so short.
The only thing that you can do is win so big that all of them constantly compare themselves to you, and then you'll forget they exist. And that's when he said, success is the only revenge. He's like, it's not the best revenge. He's like, it's the only one. There's no other revenge. Because everything else is petty. Everything else does show that you were thinking about these people all day long, which means they win by default. He's like, all you can do is think about your goal and winning. He's like, and when you win, that's when you become so big that they shrink into irrelevance.
We can learn from past regrets to ensure we don't re-regret them. To ensure we don't go out tonight. If we stay in here, even else, no one else is here, and then push you a little bit further. There's still work to be done. The party I might smile at tonight, the laughter I might be had tonight, is a huge distant second to the pride one feels of accomplishing their goals. And here, even though it's painful, it's joyful.
I am weak, but I don't accept that. I don't accept that I am what I am and that is what I'm doomed to be. No, I don't accept that. I'm fighting. I'm always fighting. I'm struggling and I'm scrapping and I'm kicking and clawing at those weaknesses to change them, to stop them. Some days I win, some days I don't. But each and every day, I get back up and I move forward.
Everybody wants to have the upper hand. Everybody wants to do everything in his own benefit, because at the end we want to win. We want to be the best on track.
You've got to accept yourself for what you've done wrong. Do your best. And also find some difficult shit to do, because that gets away a lot of the anxiety that you carry around in your body. A lot of the difficult things make regular life less difficult. And that sounds so simplistic, but particularly physically difficult things. Because when you do things that are physically difficult, the strain of making yourself do those things, it's very valuable.
The success is largely going to be determined by who has the most self-discipline. I really do. Now, it's always been the case, but I don't think it's ever been the case to the extent that it is now.
It's not just valuable like exercise and fitness and martial arts and running and whatever you're doing that's really difficult. It's not just valuable in terms of like health and the way you look, but it's also valuable for your mind, maybe even more so, because regular life can be confusing, and little things that go wrong and little problems that arise are exacerbated by the fact that you're not accustomed to dealing with hardship.
What I want people to understand is, okay, so if nature only gave you two things to motivate you, pleasure and pain, why would you eliminate half of them? And so most people think that life is about avoiding the pain. I am here to tell you right now, in a very controlled fashion, it is about really experiencing the pain, learning from it. So Ray Dalio, the most successful hedge fund manager of all time, has a perfect math equation. Pain plus reflection equals progress.
You only start really liking stuff when you get good at it. Pain motivates significantly faster and stronger than pleasure does. Pain. And so I think people should use their pain more.
If you don't feel the pain, you never reflect on it. So my thing is, I spend 80% of my time focused on the beautiful things in my life, the things I'm grateful for, the beautiful things that I want to bring into existence, all of it. 20% of the time though, I'm in the darkness, man. I'm in that Tim Grover, relentless, I'm going to make this happen if I have to break myself, and I'm not afraid to lean into that because I know how powerful it is.
You're alive, your heart is beating, you have food, you have water, you have shelter, you have clothing, you have a few people that love you. You have so much to be grateful for. Stop focusing on the things that you don't have and the things that you want, and start focusing on what you do have.